Alright, this is one thing we're gonna be trying. Um, you're gonna be trying to see what will happen if we unplug the flash drive while running Untitled Goose Game. This game is actually installed onto the flash drive. Now I have tried this before and it does freeze, but I'm actually gonna unplug it when the music starts playing. Come on. So, and as a surprise, it's able to run. It's able to run pretty well. So right now, it's running off the flash drive. What's this? Unplug? Now, oh, the sound's gone. The sound was actually gone. Oh yeah, the honk's gone. Wow, this is so interesting. To see some sound effects gone. And I think it's gonna crash if I grab that sign again. I'm surprised. And I think it's because most things are pre-cached in the RAM, but if I grab this. Huh. I actually went through this time. That is surprising. Running this without the flash drive. That is so weird that the audio some of the audio is just simply missing. Like the honk. Untie his shoes. Watch. Oh wow, you can see it's lagging. Wow, the game is lagging. Wow, there's a lot of instabilities in the game now without the flash drive plugged in. And I think it just crashed. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna try another one where I then plug the flash drive back in after I unplug it and see that, and then see the lag to see if it will recover. It's kind of interesting to see how that will behave. It's kind of interesting. Come on. Kind of interesting how it behaves. The way it is. No, don't worry. My save is actually saved. Saved on the cloud. So. It is lagging a little bit. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah, there is some instabilities because it has to be pre-catched to the RAM first. So. And then now if I go into here, will it start lagging? No, it does not. And it lagged and it just crashed. I just plugged it in and yep, didn't recover. So it has to load in. It has to load in the part of the map. So part of the map has been loaded into the RAM, and that's what's probably running the files. So that's probably what's happening here. So as the game is still functioning. Okay, so I need to make sure I load it up with the sign so I can at least fool around the burly man. So I grab you and see what happens. Alright, now let's see what happens when I plug the flash drive back in. Oh. Did it just really just... It literally just crashed as soon as I plugged the flash drive back in. It crashed as soon as I plugged it in. Wow, no way. As soon as I plugged that back in, it crashed. Or maybe just because I have this in full screen mode. But that's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how that works. Yes, I'm using a controller because I'm not used to keyboard. Oh. This time, let's make this not in full screen. Off. I'm just gonna lower the resolution down so that you can kind of see it, and then now we shouldn't have that issue. It's really lagging, but if I go so honking, there's no sound. But if I plug this back in, oops. I'm using this flash drive, by the way, for it. Oh wow, it just crashed. It just crashed. So that's the system instability. Wait, it's saying I can play, but the drive is not even plugged in. I just plugged it back in. That is kind of interesting how that behaves. That's very interesting. That's kind of interesting how Untitled Goose Game behaves when the flash drive is unplugged. That is very interesting. It's kind of interesting how that works. So if I take this out and then honk, but if I plug it directly back in, it crashes just instantly. It doesn't recover. That's kind of interesting. That is very interesting how Untitled Goose Game runs on a flash drive. That's very interesting.